Hello, welcome to Back to Ours Top Tips Tuesday, right on your sofa. This week we'll be visiting Rainbow Community Garden, where we'll be finding out how to compost your garden. It's good for me this, because I've spent the last year drinking in my garden, so it's nice to put a bit of care into it. Anyway, over to you, Brenda.
I said top tips Tuesday, tell us how you do it your way. If you're a builder or a painter, a singer or a queen, play chess, make a dress, something in between. A top tip Tuesday shows how you do it your way. Baby.
Let's get started. This is how you make a good compost. So you need a mix of 50-50 green and brown. So your brown is your stalks and stems, and you would make sure that they're small, because then they compost easier. Maybe some cardboard, some shredded paper, so that's your carbon element, and then it's your green stuff, which is your nitrogen element, so like a little bit of pepper, some courgette, onion skins, lettuce, eggshells are really good, which you would just break up like that. Tea bags, but a good tip is to like break the tea bag and it'll break down easier. You can put a bit of citrus in, but not very much because it's quite acid, so just a little bit occasionally. Apple cores, you can put some animal bedding in as long as they're herbivorous animals, like hamster, pigeon ones, that sort of stuff, and just sort of mix that in as well. It is best to do it in layers really, so you would put your green layer on and then your brown layer on and keep sort of mixing it in. Right, so now I'm going to scatter this on top of the heap, like so. So then I would put something like a piece of carpet on top of that pile, and that stops the rain from getting in, and it keeps the warmth in, because you need warmth, air and moisture to make a good compost. So after a month or two, the next process would be to turn the heap, because that is the air component. So you put in some air into the heap, so you simply put your fork in and turn it like so. So when sowing seeds, we don't use the homemade compost because it has too many nutrients in it. A seed has everything it needs itself to grow, so it needs quite a neutral compost. We use seed compost because you get better results, and this is how we would do it. So just fill your pot, and this is a butternut squash seed, and just dip it in like that, shake it a bit, and that's your butternut squash seeds done. What we actually use the homemade compost for is when the plants go out into the raised beds or into the allotment plots, then we sprinkle it on top. And you can actually, as well as using it for seeds, you can put it in your borders and dig it into your borders, and pots as well, containers. It really gives your plants a boost and some extra nutrients, and it also bulks out your soil a little bit as well, so it's like a soil improver as well. So happy gardening everyone, and send us some pictures of what you've all been getting up to.
Thanks for that, Brenda. Lovely to see a bit of your garden. Join us next week for Top Tips Tuesday.